If you do any type of marketing for your business, and I know that's an odd statement, but you'd be surprised how many businesses don't do any marketing and then are surprised when they go out of business. You need to steal 10 tips immediately to improve your marketing. I teach you over the next 20 minutes are strategies, 10 strategies that you'll be able to immediately use on the next text message you send out, email, written piece, video, any type of marketing you do will be benefited by these 10 tips that I teach you over the next 20 minutes. The easiest way to improve your marketing is simply don't get ignored. And it's a crazy statement, but most people look at the very end and they don't focus on the most important thing. The most important thing is grabbing people's attention and not getting ignored. So what's the goal of your marketing? The goal of your marketing is this sequence right here. You want to put out marketing to create traffic for your business, close deals, repeat and referral business. But the problem is the people that do marketing, most businesses that do marketing, get the entire sequence mixed up. They start here. They go to the very end. But let's reverse engineer it. You can't have repeat and referral business without an initial purchase. You can't have the initial purchase without a customer showing up to your place of business or visiting your website or wherever you do business. You can't have them show up if you don't get them interested, and they will not be interested if you don't have a mechanism to grab their attention. The mechanism to grab their attention is a headline. Your headlines are the most important piece of content you will ever make. It is absolutely essential you learn this one skill above everything else for your marketing, because if you can't grab someone's attention, it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how many awards you have, doesn't matter how many reviews you have to be able to grab their attention. The headline's the most important piece. Lousy versus great. There's a lot of lousy business right now that are very successful. I think like fast food restaurants that don't serve, really, when you think about it, food at all. It's just junk, processed junk. But they're so successful because they're exceptional at getting traffic and they're exceptional at getting people's attention because they're the most known. But then there's a lot of great businesses that go out of business just because they can't grab people's attention. They're not good at headlines and their marketing is subpar because they can't cut through all the noise. So I'm going to be showing you 5 strategies and 5 formulas to immediately improve your marketing to get better at grabbing attention. The first thing I want to start with is some tough love. 2 pieces of tough love. Nobody is waiting around for your message. Your customers, when they're on social media, when they open their mailbox, whatever they do, wherever you're delivering your marketing, they're not waiting around for it. They don't care. They only care about you to the extent that you can help them achieve their selfish goals. So if you can't tell them within the first 2 to 3 seconds immediately how you can help them achieve their selfish desires, they're gone. They don't care. You need to do this with 4 words. These 4 words are absolutely essential. This is how you're going to be creating your marketing. You're going to go pain. Excuse my handwriting. I'm not going to win any awards for it. Pleasure. Dream. Nightmare. This is the matrix that you need to focus on. Your pain, their pain, what they're experiencing right now, and the pleasure they want. They may not even know what pleasure they want, but you're going to show it to them. What do they dream about? And what is their nightmare right now? They're stuck here, and you want to get them here. And through your marketing, you're going to tell them exactly how you help them do that. Next thing is 9 desires. Real quick, going to go through these. There are 9 desires that you can put all of your marketing through. If you focus on these 4 words and these 9 desires in all of your marketing, you don't need to think about anything else. Making more money, achieving status, getting a unique deal, being loved, improving physical health, improving mental health, lowering their paranoia, feeling pleasure, increasing their comfort. Tie that with that into your marketing. You're going to cut through the noise and you're going to show them how you can help them achieve their selfish desires, because it's all in here. Maybe they want to make more money and their nightmare right now is they have to work 3 jobs and they're not getting ahead. You show them a path forward. Headline formula number 1, questions. Questions are the most compelling headline formula for 2 reasons, 2 psychology concepts. Instinctive elaboration. This happens when our minds naturally and effortlessly start to engage and expand on information we come across, often without consciously knowing it. A question initiates this process in someone's mind. They're scrolling through social media. They're doom scrolling. They're lazy. You ask them a question, it immediately pulls their brain off autopilot, and they answer that question. Doesn't mean that they're going to click through to your website or take any action you want. You're just increasing the odds of them doing it. The next one is the mirror measurement effect. The mirror measurement effect indicates that just by answering a question, the likelihood of someone doing something increases. So you're grabbing their attention, even subconsciously. Their subconscious mind tells their primary mind, hey, you got to pay attention to this. Look at this question. And then they answer the question, maybe even a yes or no answer, and that increases the likelihood of them continuing to engage in your content, reading your sales letter, watching your video, clicking through the website, whatever. There's a couple different questions. There's closed-ended and open-ended. These elicit a yes or a no answer, and the open-ended one will create a more detailed answer. Let's look at a couple formulas. Do you enjoy specific failure? Of course not. Do you want specific success? Yes. Are you stuck in specific failure and want specific success? That's a pivot. If, then, but. You have this, but do you want this? You never want to dwell on the negative. You want to talk about the negative, remind them where they're at. I see you, I understand you, and I can help you get this success. How long have you struggled with specific failure? It's a reminder, hey, maybe you forgot, maybe you thought this is the new normal. Doesn't have to be. Let me show you a way out. Strategy number 2, be clear and talk to one person. Couple different points here that are so important. You need to have absolute clarity in your content. They need to be able to read it and see, what do they get? How much does it cost? What are the benefits? What else do I need to do? How do I need to take action? It needs to be simple. It needs to be something, if you went to a 10-year-old and you gave them your video, your sales presentation, your marketing, whatever it may be, they should be able to say, does this, gives me this, and it costs this much. That's how direct it should be, because a confused mind doesn't buy. Just think, have you ever spent money on something that you didn't know what you were getting, how much it costs, or what the benefits were? Of course not. It's a filtering mechanism also. Let's say you have 100 people lined up and your product works for 5 of them. You want those other 95 to leave. You're not trying to get the attention of all of them. You're trying to get the attention of your specific audience, those 5 people. Bonus, once you get into your actual content, it makes you more persuasive and more trustworthy because you're telling them X, Y, Z. Not this, not this, not this. This, this, this. It's simple, it's specific, and they get it. Fairfax M. Cohn has one of my favorite quotes. Good advertising is written from one person to another. When it is aimed at millions, it rarely moves anyone. You need to talk to someone one-on-one just like this. Here's what I can do for you. Here's how I can help you. Here's the benefit you get. When you talk like that, let's say there's 1 million people that can benefit from this product or service, they're all going to feel like you're talking to them directly. But if you talk to all of them at once, the advertising is going to bomb. Headline formula 2, paradox. Couple points here. I want you to remember 3 words. I'm not going to really get into too much detail, but just remember these 3 words. Damaging admission copy. Perhaps the most persuasive and powerful thing you can do in your marketing. You need to be doing it. Your customers are programmed to be skeptical of you. They're sold by everyone. Their brain shuts down. If it looks like a sales pitch, sounds like a sales pitch, even has an ounce of appearing to be a sales pitch, they're gone. We're moving on. We're not interested. Now, why would a business ever admit their faults? It's because nothing's 100%. Your products or service, whatever you have, you line up 100 people, it's not for 100. Maybe it's just for one person. You need to talk to that one person. Here's a couple paradox formulas that work really well. Why you shouldn't get specific product or service. The person that should get it's going to say, well, that's not me anyway, so it would work for me. If you are a specific audience, you probably aren't a good fit for a specific product or feature. Don't even consider specific product or service before knowing these X things. Here's why I told my client specific product or service would be a bad decision for them. Listen, you have 10 consultations. Let's say 3 of these people come through and you say, it's just not working, it's not good. It's not for me. You agree with them. I don't think it would be a good fit for you. Make content about that. The people that are in that position are not going to waste your time. They're not going to call you on the phone. They're not going to come in. They're not going to take a time on your calendar. They're going to say, it's not for me. That's who I am. I'll see you later. But the people that are a fit are going to say, well, that's not me anyways. I want to continue this. And they're going to be more likely to take action because of that. It's a way of pre-qualifying people. Next, let's get into headline styles and perspective. Strategy number 3, styles. Just going to go through these rapid fire really quick. Drama and unpopular opinions. Be very careful with this. If you have a genuine, unpopular opinion, something you can substantiate, say it. But don't just say random stuff to say random stuff because it's a gimmick, and that'll get you ignored very quickly. Curiosity, news and trending, how to, let me show you, objections, why you shouldn't do things, ego call out, secrets, mistakes, and lies, 3 very powerful words you need to be using in your headlines and creating content off of. Solution, problem, community, connection. From one mom to another, from one mountain biker to another, from one handicapped person to another. I saw an ad the other day that was talking about a community outreach program where they were dealing with people in wheelchairs that were playing basketball. Very powerful ad, and it used that. And it's something that's not going to resonate with me, aside from being emotional. It's not, maybe not even will resonate with you, but for the right audience, someone in a wheelchair that wants that community connection, that wants to live an active lifestyle, that was very powerful. Next, perspectives. There's a couple different ones here that we'll list here. Just going to go through these real quick. Get creative with these. Doesn't always have to be from you to the customer. It can be their future self. How would you feel 1 year from now? Their inner voice. When you were 13 years old, is this the life that you dreamed of? That calls out their ego too. The treatment, maybe it's the pill. These are the benefits I give you as this pill. Their acne scars, their migraines, their aching and rigid neck, their pet. Be creative with this. Headline formula number 3, physical headlines. Love these. Absolutely love these. This is probably my favorite of all 10. Don't tell me, show me. I see so many videos where it's someone behind a desk. This is what this does. This is what it's very boring. Let's say I'm going to talk about this pen. I'm not going to sit here for 20 minutes to talk about the pen. I'm going to take this pen out. I'm going to write on here. I'm going to do art projects with it. I'm going to write on a construction box. I'm going to tell you 100 ways you can use this pen. Don't tell me, show me. It creates curiosity. Just you being in an environment like this, showing the pen, maybe using it on something, people are going to see it. They're going to be like, wonder what's going on here. Because people are nosy. And it eliminates fear of the unknown. They know exactly what they're getting. Couple examples here. Reduce wrinkles. Don't talk about reducing wrinkles. Pull out the vial of Botox with the injection. Want to take it one step further? Show you doing the treatment on someone. State of the art. Don't talk about your state of the art operating room. Be in the operating room. I'm in here right now. This is this equipment, that equipment, this lighting, all these things. This is our table. Go through it all. Dry eyes. Don't talk about dry eyes. Show the eye drops. Say these are the ingredients. Don't talk about the procedure. Show them the procedure. Film yourself actually doing the procedure. Safety is our utmost priority. Don't talk about safety and cleanliness and all these things. Show the room where you clean your equipment, the process that you take. And finally, our office is located at. I want to talk about this in detail for a little bit. I was at Scripps Medical Center a couple weeks ago meeting with a client, and I walked into this enormous cancer treatment building. It was probably 10 stories tall. There was probably 20 offices per floor. Do the math on that. And it's very dingy, very dark. Ceilings were very low. It was a very weird setup. And I thought, you have to put yourself in the mind of someone who's getting cancer treatment. They're already uncomfortable. They're stressed out. It's probably the most difficult thing they've gone through. They're walking to this building. It's old. It's just uncomfortable. If you send them a video and say, here's our office, look at this facility we have, it's going to make them walking into that building that much more comfortable. It's not going to be enjoyable, but they're going to be more comfortable. They're going to be more at ease. Strategy number 4, why, because, and specificity. A confused mind doesn't buy. Abstracts don't sell. Here's a couple examples of it. Here's how. Because. Does this specifically. Helps you with numbers, frequency, and why. All of this builds trust. When you use generalities, it gets ignored and people don't trust you. When you say, here's how this works, it gives you this benefit and you should care because it does this one thing specifically for you. If you're struggling with it and it helps you with blah, 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 those are the types of language and words that you use for strategy 4. Headline formula 4, if, then, and contrast. Needs to be clear as day. Where they're at, where they need to be. Their current situation plus what they want, have contrast. Rub it in. Pour salt in the wound. Talk about this. Use examples. If then, if you want specific success, specific action. If specific failure, then specific action. If then, if then, if I can, will you? Strategy number 5, You, question, and how. You, here's what you get. I'm going to share with you something specific. We and our, people like us, our community. I want to talk to you one-on-one. One-on-one versus us as a group, community connection. Question, we already went over that. That was Formula 1. How? Knowledge plus nosiness. How is important? Because people want to be smarter. If they think they're going to learn something from you, they're going to watch it. People are also really nosy. If you tell them how you made $1 million, they're going to be like, I want to know how this guy made $1 million. People are nosy. Here's some examples. Headline Formula 5 of how. Boast versus show. I made $1 million last year versus how I made $1 million last year. Learning. I'm going to teach you something. Like I talked about earlier, nosiness. People are nosy. Here's some how headline formulas. How my client got specific success and how you can too. How you can get specific success. How to get specific success in specific timeline. Let's say 6 months. How to get specific success in 7 steps. How to get specific success even if you specific failure or objection. That pulls their objection off the table. They're going to say how to get this. Yeah, well, I tried that already. I did this. You call their bluff. You throw the card on the table and say, listen, I know you've had that failure. This person had it worse than you, and we got it. I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's recap. Rapid fire, what we got here. Strategy 1, tough love. People only care about you to the extent that you can help them. Headline Formula 1, questions. The most powerful headline. When in doubt, ask someone a question. Strategy 2, be clear and talk to one person, one-on-one. Not 1 to million, one-on-one. One-on-one will sell to millions. Back to the one-on-one. People think I'm not going to talk to someone one-on-one because I'm going to exclude people. There's 7-8 billion people on the planet. The most niche specific topic is oversaturated with people. There's never too few people. You have to focus on one-on-one conversations. Don't get stuck in the trap that you're not going to be effective if you talk one-on-one. You're going to be more effective. Strategy 3, headline styles and perspectives. Formula 3, physical headlines. Strategy 4, why, because, and specificity. How to build the most amount of trust you can build right here. Headline Formula 4, if, then, plus contrast. If you're here, then I can help you get here. If you're stuck here, then I can help you get here. Contrast. Good, bad to good. You, question, and how. Strategy 5, and headline Formula 5, how. So the thing that I recommend is that you use these strategies in everything. This isn't a postcard strategy. This isn't a video strategy. This is a strategy you can use in your text messages. I had a conversation with a client of mine. They felt this way. If you feel this way, then I want to schedule a 10-minute call with you. That's a text message you could send out. That's a formula. Hey, Justin, I want to give you a little bit more information of how I help my client achieve this. Do you have a couple minutes to talk? That's a text message. Very unlikely you're going to get a no to that. The other thing I'd recommend is become an observer of the world around you. The 10 strategies that I just talked about, this is not theory, these are proven. You look around everywhere, billboards, bus stop benches, the little ad on the shopping carpet at the supermarket, walk around your local hardware store. You're going to see all 10 of those everywhere. Look until you see something new, for the writer is the watcher of the world. Study the world around you to create better marketing. That's how I created these strategies. Great artists steal. I want you to remember that word. That's a very powerful word. People have ego and they don't want to do it. You want to steal. That's how you spell steal, right? Okay, I don't know. I'm a terrible speller, so. And lastly, one of my favorite quotes, lead singer of my favorite band, Tool, life is too short not to create something with every breath we draw. You as a business owner have an obligation to take the information you have in here, the experience you have, create content with these 10 formulas and more, and deliver it to your clients. There's a lot of people hurting right now that you can help. You need to make it your obligation to get as possible with these 10 strategies and create content based on that. Now, marketing isn't just a sales letter. It's videos, it's articles, it's information that talks to a specific audience to help them achieve a specific goal. So what is this? The 10 that I just talked about, are 10 of 51 strategies in this book that I put together. I'm incredibly proud of this book. Of everything I've done in my life, this is the thing that I'm the most proud of. I taught 51 marketing strategies. If you got value from this presentation, then I recommend you get this book. I just used a headline on you. That's the type of sequence. You can use this stuff everywhere. 51 strategies in here. It's 140 pages long. And let me tell you what you get inside this book. It's $99. You get this book, not this actual book. You're going to get a digital version. It's all digital, so you can get access to immediately. You're going to get a 39 formulas cheat sheet. So anytime you're creating marketing, you're going to be able to say, this is my customer, this is their problem. Aha, here's the best headline. A cheat sheet. You're going to get a because and why case study. All of your marketing, every conversation you have, you need to use these two words, because and why. These are the two most persuasive and trust-building words you need to be using, period. I get into a lot of psychology on it, on why it is so effective, those two words. Next, I have an email marketing clinic transcript that we did together. I believe that transcript is worth the price of admission alone. Email is the lowest hanging fruit of all business, but most businesses do a terrible job, or even worse, they don't do it at all. I walk you through, I think it was 20 plus strategies of how you can make your email bulletproof. Next is an audiobook version of this. It's about 3.5 hours long. You're going to get access to that immediately. You're going to get a video replay of the book launch for this. It was about 3.5 hours long. I take you behind the scenes on this. I share some things I actually didn't put in the book. A lot of good value. It's not mandatory. You read this book, you're going to get everything you need to know, but it's still a cool piece of content that I think would interest you. You're also going to get unlimited access to all future versions. I'm actually writing 3 chapters that I didn't include in here, of 3 even better headlines than the 39 I went through in this book that I think are really powerful, that I've tested, that have gotten phenomenal results so far. So you're going to get access to that. And lastly, this book for $199, 20% of your purchase price goes to a donation to the National Kidney Foundation. It's a foundation I care very deeply about. My family and a lot of people I know were affected by polycystic kidney disease, and they do amazing work. I've gone to a bunch of charities for them. They have the run where you try to raise money. Great people, great foundation. 20% of it, 20% of your purchase of this book goes to that. So you're not only investing in your skill set to improve your marketing and help people, you're also investing in life-saving care. And like I said earlier, it's immediate delivery. So when you order it, when you go to headlinehandbook.com or you click the link below, there's going to be a link somewhere on this, you're going to get immediate access to it. And lastly, my guarantee, if you do not feel that you are better equipped to create better headlines after reading this book cover to cover, the 140 pages, I will refund your money, no questions asked. I believe so strongly in this information because I know it's proven. You look at the world around you. I took about a year of studying all marketing, print, billboards. What is the very best performing things? I looked at 50 years worth of advertising to see what are the best headline formulas and strategies, and I put them all in this book. Proven strategies that will get you results immediately. If you don't feel better equipped after reading this book to improve your marketing, I'll refund your money. No questions asked. Email me, Jeffrey@SableSyndicate.com or Jeffrey@HeadlineHandbook.com, and I'll refund your money. No questions asked. That's how strongly I feel about this book and how strongly I feel it can improve your marketing and get you better results, but more importantly, help your customers. So click the link below. I'm going to put this video all over the place. If you're on Facebook, there's a link down here. If you're on the landing page, there's a button down there. If you got it off Instagram, there's going to be a button somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it'll be on my face. Click that or go to headlinehandbook.com. Hope you got value from this. Even if you don't buy this book, please use the 10 strategies I taught you because they are bulletproof and they will get you results. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching. That was 23. So